can see, I'm watching a couple of positions as of now. I mean, very high value positions. So just waiting. I was about to take a trade. Let me look at the chart. So I'm looking at the chart right now. So what happened is this morning. This is the opening candle. So if I move this one to 2 minutes, then let me zoom this one. So if you guys can see here, we started the morning as a pull, right? Basically, this one opened somewhere this area, and came down, and then quickly within 1 minute it actually moved up, and then afterwards it's keep moving up, right? So and then it actually crossed yesterday's closing and then passed that one, but it actually stalled at 76.88, and then from there onwards it actually started falling. If you look at this side, this is what happened, right? Basically it actually took this previous highs. I think this is almost 2 days ago, Tuesday, right? And then normally this is what happens, right? Once it took out stops from here, and liquidity grab, we call it liquidity grab. So once the liquidity grab is happened, and then there's a possibility that they actually fall. Normally they will fall halfway if there is a continuation, but looks like since if you look at previous days, if you look at previous days action, let me move this one to daily candles. So let me remove everything. So if you look at previous days action, so it's basically downward, but it's so long is sideways. So the last big fall was this particular day. Let me clear everything. The last big fall was this particular day, and this is basically around 0.382 Fibonacci level, this area, right? So and then it's simply going sideways. Basically, big companies, they don't have to just go upward and make money, right? So they can stay where they are. They still can make money with the new technologies, with the new bots, right? As well as the option spreads and stuff like that. Basically hedging, right? So they can buy the stock while they are still here, and then they can hedge with the options, and they still can make money with the hedging, right? So for them, so I thought today would be a expansion day towards this side, but once I see the stalling here, then basically I thought, okay, this one is good. So anyway, any given day, whenever you are looking at the daily candles, right, I will try to read how this one can behave, right? So since our previous close was here, which is actually a strong doji candle, right, indecision candle, today most likely it will ping pong between that closing and this opening, and that's what is happening all day, right? If you look at here, so it will give you impression that it's going up. This is first one, right? It gives you impression it's going up, and then people keep buying, and then it drops again. And then once this one, even like a lot of technical traders, they look at this chart and they say, oh yeah, this is breakout. Then they'll keep buying, and they'll go down again, right? So now another attempt is happening here to break that one out, right? So it might eventually, I mean, it might even stall somewhere in this area, right? But I mean, that is not what we are looking for. We are looking for the credit spreads, right? So whenever this happens, so you basically look for the credit strikes that above this one. If you are looking for volatility, because you will have enough time to depreciate, or you can look for here because I mean, we cannot call this one as a low of the day, but at least whenever this one comes here, right, we basically look for these candles that are happening here, like this one, reversals, then you enter into put credits, right? So you can make some $100 to $100 on each contract with a 20 wide, right? When I say 20 wide, you will basically adding two um, strikes, which will give you enough credit in the beginning, anywhere from $8 to $10, all right? So that way, if it goes against you, you're only losing that other 50% of it, right? Because the credit required is 2K, and then when you enter with 800K to 1000, for example, 800 to 1000, for example, let's say 1000, and that means you're basically risking 50% if you are going wrong, right? And most of the time you will not be looking for exiting with all that $10 evaporation, right? You will be exiting with maybe $100 loss or something if it is really going against you, right? But right now it's trying to act like it is going to go up, right? So that's one thing, right? This is the zone normally I will, right, draw whenever they're actually going up, because they tend to come back to those zones before they go again if there is any fall, right? If there is a continuation, if there is no continuation, if this is the trend going downwards, then it basically going to go down in this big channel, right? So yeah, so that's one channel I'm going to look for if it is actually rejecting and going down, right? So when anyway, I took one trade. Yeah, with this particular action, I took one trade. I still haven't exited, and then added a couple of them more. That's what causing this one here. Let me see how many are there. So 8 contracts. So 8 contracts, like yeah, it's almost full 20%, right? So my average was 14. That means the loss of $6. I'm expecting if it is really lost, right? But my orders here sitting because my anticipation on the daily chart here. I mean, nothing is concrete or nothing is guaranteed, right? So my anticipation is this one is going to close here somewhere 76, 75 area, right? And then I'm waiting for that particular push, right? And then either I might be exiting when I'm reaching my lower leg, right? Or for a loss, depending on how long it will take. If it takes early move, then I should be able to exit early, right? And another thing I'm looking for is actually NDX move. I'm still watching on that one. That actually has a reporting today. So you see, this one is also sideways, but trying to push towards down. But if you look at the daily chart, kind of on this one, there's a move up left, upwards left, based on the candles. So we are actually at a 50 EMA. I'm anticipating this one will move eventually up to this side. Again, it's not guaranteed, right? So that's what I'm watching. So this push actually could actually push this one upwards, right? But I mean, as retailers, we are looking at those, and then big guys might be just pressuring and then keeping it down, right? Okay, that's one, right? And then I also took some good trades while it's coming up, going up as well. So I will walk you through a couple of trades that I actually took. So yeah, I had this the one I initially entered. 10 contracts for the push. Let me put the timestamp so I know if I'm reading it in a sequential order. Okay, I want to see the price name. Okay, so I got 10 puts. Yeah, looks like this is the first one is a loss, maybe 1240 and 40. Yeah, so 760 and 36. This one's supposed to be fill, maybe. Yeah, it is 690 fill and 760 exit, which is 70 cents profit on 10 contracts. Oh, I think I have to do this right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right order now. Okay. So these are the couple of orders I entered continuously. One is the spread this is still working on, this is another spread working on, and then the spread. So basically I entered 1, 2, 3 times, right? That's how I got that average 14 something. Right? And this one I entered Okay, I entered 10 at 350 and 20 at 260, so that's 30. And how come I exited 40? I'm looking for another 10 where that one is. I don't remember where. But yeah, I basically exited near a flat line. Like this particular trade did not really give me much. Maybe about 500 or 600 probably gave me, that's all. And then the recent one, I had 480. I think that one, that order is still working on. I entered 480 and then I entered another 380. Where is the thing? Okay. Yeah, 480 entered and then now 380 entered. These are the debit spreads to the call side. So I'm still waiting to exit around, I think around $4 something. That's why still waiting. It's not filled yet. And this is the recent one I took, 690 for the put side. When it was falling, I saw it is happening a break. Where is that? Look at here. This is the candle. So when this one is happening, this is where I actually took that put, and then I able to catch that 70 cents. Right. So now it's going upwards. It's like a ping pong. I mean, we need to be aware of these cycles, right? Because if there's no cycle, stock market is not going in the healthy way, and it has to have cycles to have to go in a healthy way. Anyway, so let's look at this thing. So since we are approaching one, but because we are at 12:15, which is actually critical time for the lunch after lunchtime, so 12 to 1, normally people actually can find a direction and move it quickly, right? So if I see this one and then get into the trade, I might actually end up losing because this might actually climb real quick, real fast towards this direction. Because my end of the day, my reasoning for holding that credits is basically going to close around this area, right? So if I'm already anticipating that one, then if I'm going to puts here, then I am basically going against my own thought, right? And this particular zone and the gap still shows a good vibes that it might go down a bit, but I don't know. It's not guaranteed, right? Say I can safely can go for credit, call trade spreads if I really want to go for the trade, but I would rather wait. Since we finished off the day, I would rather wait this one to come all the way here before I take any credit spread if I need to. Right? So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, that's what basically happened so far. Let's see if we can see any other things and then talk to you while we are still here live. Okay, let's look at a couple of things. Let's look at NVIDIA since this one is going to report today. Let's look at a fresh, take a fresh look at it. So remove everything and then loaded liquidity. So if you guys looking at here, so the last up was somewhere here, May 26th, May 14th, 2026, right? Since then it's simply going up and down, right? But this is actually channel. I mean, chart looks maybe but you see that's the channel, right? This one is just broke out of the channel, but it made a small downward channel again here, right? So if the there was I think I at one point last year or last quarter, 2 quarters back, I was looking at this one. So even though the reporting was very good, but stock actually fell down, and then it was mostly it was sideways by the end of the day. So I don't want to take any trades on this one. we'll wait until it comes up and then take a trade. But yeah, my read here is this might actually go up to zero or even plus by the end of the day, right? And stay there for the reporting that comes up today, right? And then based on the results, either this one can actually go to this channel and continue, or come back to this. I mean, this is too far, but yeah, you never know. Sometimes they drop or increase 60 points. It happened a couple of times for Apple, a couple of times for Tesla, right? That's very long shot, but yeah, it could happen, right? So, or it could simply climb up to here and then start dropping from here, right? Start from here and then start dropping again. Because yeah, anything could happen. Right? So this could actually come and touch here at the opening and then start dropping. If I put my Bollinger Band here, let's look at this one. So you see right now it is actually center of the Bollinger Band. So yeah, it could go here, come down, or it could go here, go up again after the results, right? So that's one thing. And then look at other stocks that what is happening today. Today, when I looked at in the morning move, not very strong, even though SPX showed strong. But when I looked at these all positive numbers, see, normally all these AI stuff, they will have, particularly AMD, it shows always 20 or 30 points plus, right? But today, this one is only showed about 3 4 points, right? So I did not see any strong movement there. And even any other stocks that I was looking for, they are less than $5, right? So at least now they are giving a little bit more vibe to the upside, right? And then looking at the down stocks, so Tesla, it was $1 or something. Now it fell more, right? And Nvidia, it was $1 or something. Trying to recover, it went to almost 50 cents and then came back again, 2 points. It was at one point it was close to $4 negative. Yeah, I didn't really catch much attention on others, but yeah, the overall, I did not see a big spikes on any of these. Right? They're basically steadily compressing in a range, and so that's why the action on the SPX is also looks very compressed. Right? So that's one I want to grab. So for yeah, I had one trade for the yeah. This is the one I was talking about. I had a trade. Is this the one 40 contacts? 10 contacts. 10 contacts only, I think. Oh no, that's the 40 contact one. So this is the one I was waiting for. Sorry, another one. Oh, that is already closed. Oh, not many. 5 plus 5, I think I added. So I'm waiting on 10 more contract to exit. So I'm already in the profit on it. This one still has to get into the profit. It was 4,000 some time ago. So yeah, I think we're all good. So far, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is going to either come to somewhere $1,000 negative. At one point it was $14. I should have exited and then entered again, but I made a mistake. I was taking a call and then I totally forgot about this one exiting. I thought it will move to 80 cents and then I can exit 90 cents, but did not happen. It stalled at 14 and then went back up again. Well, anyway, that's what we have to go through. But because these are credits, right, option prices always get decreased if the market doesn't move or going upwards. But simply because we are in the at the money strikes, so this one will take a little longer, right? So we just need to wait and watch. Patience is most important if you want to be a good trader, right? Because you might end up waiting patiently for these charts, right? I will tell you one thing here. When I was watching this one this morning, whenever I see this one and this one, right, you are already not crossing that what you call highest of the particular day. Candle, and then there's the next candle open but still closed within, then I'm anticipating the red candle, which is this one, right? So this one was a strong move, right? And also if you look at the daily candles here, this might, like, I mean, if there is a bearish tone here, this might actually can go all the way to this area also, right? It's always positive, but because it is stalling so many days here, right, it might as well stall today also, right? As I told you, there's so many possibilities whenever we are looking at the chart. So we'll just keep watching, and I will go on mute for a couple of minutes while I'm actually updating the charts or looking for any orders to enter. Yeah, normally I look for 40 to 50 cents on the debit spreads and 60 to 80, even $100 on the credit spreads, because even though they take time, but they actually are safer to hold longer, right? This one is not safer to hold longer, directional. So this is directional. So I think I was waiting for 460 or something. Let me see. Yeah, I'm waiting for 460 to fill. It came multiple times there, but it rejected. That's another pain we actually go through. Right? They go just a little bit, and then one red candle takes all the price and then moves down again. Ping pong. Let's see. And then I'm thinking the NQ might give some hand up to bring it up, but it's taking its own time. Yeah. So as soon as we hit this, only they start at the midpoint. Let's see how far this can actually go. Midpoint is somewhere here, 75 somewhere. Okay. I think I should actually reduce exposure here. I normally enter 5 contracts for the debits these days. So let's execute 5 at this price so I don't have too many at risk. Okay. Okay, let's give it some more time and then put the rest the contracts I left at 467 for now. Okay, so now we basically have 2 orders, one at 460 and another one is 440. Maybe honest. I'm not sure what is this one. Oh, I was looking for the order. Okay. So let's see what we have. I just have 2, right? One is a debit spread and one is a credit spread. So the debit spread is about to close right now. 50% of it is about to close. And then rest will close in a few minutes. Yeah, this is the action I was actually anticipating. That this was the reason why I don't want to take down puts when we came here, because of this overall action that I'm anticipating for the daily candles. I mean, I can safely go here for the credits and credit spread on the calls. You guys let me know what you normally use for the charting, or if you use any other special tools for even taking orders like algos, stuff like that. I'm very old method guy, so I always do manual everything. This trading is I'm trading from this particular is I think more than 8 years, maybe more. Okay, let's remove this one. We don't need this one. It's not really helping there. Let's put this one chart. 5 minutes one, and I always want to have a little higher time frames, so I know what is going on. So we're finishing 30 minutes and still we just started a new one, so there's a probability this one could go a little bit higher, but it's stalled already. Let's see how was the time frame. Yeah, this is already trying to give up. If this 50 minutes goes a little bit up, then the 5 minutes actually can push. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you have a long wick, the candles already on to your left side, then you might see another long wick also. Okay. So I mean, long higher time frame seems to be rejecting right now. So let me take one trade here on the put side. I'll go for 0.18. What is that? Okay, let's take 0.18. Since I don't want to go with higher risk trade, which is a risky trade. If I'm actually going against, I'll take this one. So the current price is 75, so 75 and 80. Whenever I'm going on the debit, I will go with 10 wide. When I'm going for the credit, I will go for 20 wide. So let's take this one. Not a, I want to go with the debit here because I'm going in the same direction as the move. So I'll go with I'll put it 10. See if it feels. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's actually sideways. Doesn't even look like a trade because it's a sideways. But anyway, so I have to be very quick if I get fill. Okay, I got it fill. Let me turn around that one and then close it. Where is the one? Near the bottom. Where is it? Oh yeah, this one. See, as soon as we enter, the price already keep falling. And sell for maybe 40 cents. So 550. It's already moving away from you. So I might as well need to close that one for the negative. But also, yeah, I think I cannot hold this one anymore. I was wrong. This is the pain we go through when you are actually in the directional trades. 559 is the one. Let's see where we are. 519. Give it some time. It's rejecting there. 1 minute. Might even double 20 cents or something. If it rejects. 5 minutes looks stronger. Oh yeah, 30 minutes looks stronger as well. I think it's no point holding. Alright, where is it? Not even go there. Okay, close this one for a loss. See, I just lost how much? 215, I think. Just looking at the wrong, even though I didn't want to take a trade. Yeah, that's it. Definitely. Okay, so I'm just holding the others. Okay, the other one is about to fill. You just need to go past 80. Oh, that's right. I think it's 80 on. So if it passes 85, then I'm going to exit this one at somewhere at this price. That is will be Angela. Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, there is definitely some more left because of the yesterday's action and today's Nvidia. See, as soon as we exit, then the red candle appears, and then as soon as we enter, then green candle appears. That's the movement they actually make, so that the premiums they just keep falling rather than increasing continuously. Mm, it's still within the channel. I'm calling this one as a John or channel in that. Um, yeah, it is out of the channel. Let's see. Whenever it's going upwards, you are basically facing a lot of levels. So this is one level you are facing. There's another level you're facing, even though it looks tiny, and yeah, they might stall as well there. And then the final levels are here, and then the ultimate level, which is the high of the day. Right? And then yeah, so most of the people actually look at these here, and then once you are here, and then once you reach coming closer to these levels, then they just keep selling the credits. It's the same way they do this side. But because the channel is downwards, right, taking the good spreads, you cannot guaranteedly take here. You have to wait for the signs, right? So, okay, I think now it's coming down. Right. Let's see. I always try to look for 2 minutes candles rather than 1 minute. But it will give a little bit. Oh yeah, this is again different. It is actually a 4 candle. See, yeah, press it doesn't want to much. Just moving one point here and one point there. So I attend a couple of seminars in the past. I think initial seminar with one of the group is a pastor who is actually preaching how to do the trading. So that time, that is, I think that's when I actually got introduced to the options. I mean, I was reading in social communities sites, but that's the first time I actually see how they perform. But I might actually went into the wrong what do you call wrong webinar because the guy actually says when you have 100%, you put 80% when it comes here, right? And then you take the that's how we preached. So that means you put entire your account size when you are here and then when you are here, right? To make returns, good returns. But what happens if you're wrong, right? Anyway, that's the past. That's almost 10 years ago, I believe. And then afterwards, I come across another trader who is actually a good guy who preaches about how to utilize breakouts, gaps and gap fills, all that stuff. Right? So he teaches about rubber band effect whenever there's a price falling, gap down and then falls. One of the day I'll show you when that happens. So on those days, you have to let that one fall into a certain I mean, based on the time frames, right? It will fall, keep falling, and then suddenly started coming back, right? When it comes back, uh, the move would be very forceful, like a V shape, forceful, like just like this one, right? So assuming this is your, let me remove everything here, just to give illustration. So let's say this is your gap down, for example, right? So let's say you gap down from here to here, right? This is your opening and then falling, and then you don't. Some people actually go for calls here, right? But you just wait, right? When you see pick up fall one more time, that's when you look for the reversals. Sometimes they will be like this one, right? If you look at here, very small angled line, right? So that's when you actually look for the trades, right? But you have to let it fall for a long time. Right? Sometimes I actually depend on the longer time frames. I will be looking for mostly 2 hours time frame to finish, right? 2 hour candle to finish, right? And then the following hour, then I will look for this reversal, right? If this reversal happens in 1 hour, but if it, for the reversal to happen in 1 hour, the fall has to be very significant, right? So if the fall has to be like a uh, anyway, normally SPX falls anywhere 40 to 50 points, right, in a normal day, right? But if there is a gap down fall, then you should be looking for anywhere from 60 to 80, sometimes 100. If the gap down is actually already 80 points, then you might be looking almost 100 to 120 points, right? So that's when only you look for the reversals, right? Until then you just sit and relax. And so now is this, yeah. So once that V shape occurs, that's when you actually make money. Don't trade this side, but trade this side. And because by the time you come to this time, your premiums is already cheaper on the volatility, right? You can enter very close contracts, very close strikes, and so that way your premiums will appreciate faster, and then you can able to exit your trade. This is actually down more. Yeah, I think it want to go, but he doesn't want to go. That's how the action looks like. Yeah, that's your first. If this one falls into this below, then we can surely go for the position. Did I mistake take any trade? I think not any. I didn't know any. Yeah, I was about to cancel it. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to trust this one until this one falls into here. And there's always a possibility that this can actually reject from this zone upward. Like I said, my daily anticipation is to close near to yesterday's closing prices. Sorry, did I say yesterday's closing price? Let me look one more time. Maybe I'm saying wrong. Oh yeah, yes. Yesterday's closing price. Yeah, that's that particular. And if it is a good pushing day, like if there's a news or anything like that, this candle could actually go past that and then become one full candle like this. Like that. I mean, it's also possible, right? But I don't want to guarantee because we cannot anticipate that one because we have so many long big candles here sitting and everything will become your don't to look for. This ones you need to adjust based on, yeah, see, basically stalling at the opening prices. 0 lines. Okay, and then normally NQ, I mean, These two basically not moving much today, except downwards. This one was 150, I believe, negative, and now just yeah, I think it is coming back into the zone. Okay, I think we are safe to take one. Let me see. I'll take this one. I'll take a higher so I can just exit real quick, real fast. 90. Oh, it's already moving. I wanted to go for 20 cents. Where is that? Where is it? Is it happening? Yeah, it's about to fill. Filled. Okay, now let's do this one. Fill. As soon as it gets filled, that's what happens. The price keeps declining. 20, 30. Let's go for 30. Since I have too much risk, I will be watching and then exiting. Okay, so yeah, I want to see this one to close here and then watch this gap up. Maybe the gap here also. This one to this one. Look for yeah. My gut feeling is this one will close into 20 very soon. Just one candle is required here. There it comes. There it is. Oh, I can see it's in 2 minutes actually. That's better. That's one strong. Yeah, this is the major factor. Now I can see clear picture on the 2 minutes. This seems to be the gap. That's where the price might actually stall. Sorry, this is blocking me because of another screen. So okay. It is the size so I can see. Oh, as soon as I think it's falling, then it's reversing. Let's check this one in 5 minutes. Yeah, this 5 minutes is giving the, I mean, if this 5 minutes candle doing goes above the red, then we are in trouble. But otherwise, we will be fine. Particularly if it stays below 50% of the candle, that means next candle will be the red. Or at least might be the red, not will be. Okay, so yeah, I think it wants to push it back again. Did I get the fill? Oh, I did not get the fill. The move was not strong enough. Let's see. This is worries me. The candle pattern 1, 2, and then green. Particularly at the zone. So we are still fighting for that particular zone. That's why we should not be deviating from our rules. I was only doing 5 at a time. Now I actually had a 40, and then the loss will be high 10, 6, 700 bucks. Okay. I think I should reduce the risk. There's no point holding. Yeah, now it's coming. The red is coming. There. Yeah, okay. Is that 5 minutes or 2 minutes? Okay, I think it's still good. Still good to hold. Unless that 2 minutes also goes as a small tiny one. Let's stand at 5 and see. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, so I mean, 5 minutes still going, doing it good. Remember, nothing is guaranteed in the market. They always go haywire against you, right? And 90% of the time you lose. Uh, for the people who wish patiently wait, are the ones, the winners. And even after we seeing all this, like there's a slope came, and then there may be a rejection, but we still have to enter to make that trade work, right? And then if you are failed, then we have to exit real quick. But yeah, since you are at the zone, then I mean at the level, then it's possibility that to continue to come down for next push. I thought this 1 hour might actually be different, but doesn't look like any different. Still the same. The longer time frame is this one. Yeah, the 5 minute is no longer giving me. Oh, what is going on? Yeah, actually, I should actually enter the trade. Now I regret myself. Okay, go ahead and call this one. Is the point only. See how much quickly lost because of the derivatives, and it's already running against us. See, that is what I worried about. Coming and installing and then going upwards. Okay, these are the chain. I think I need to execute one. It's taking super long. I thought this one got executed. It got executed. What happened? What the hell? Let me see. Yeah, it's starting at 35, I think. Okay, maybe this is the time. Let's push this one to 16 and then come back and fill it. Okay, I should cancel one and then modify this one to move all the time to 40, so I don't have to wait. See how far this width. It was at 480, but this one is still at 430. Okay, we need one more beam. Okay, I think I have to exit out of live because I have another meeting to attend. Okay, yeah, I will be watching these two trades. Most likely they will be fine, holding for a few more hours. Okay, talk to you guys. Bye now. Ciao.